everybody, Lady Cheryl here, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. In this episode, I'm going to share with you an update on my seedlings for my fall and my winter garden, and I'm going to share with you some herbs that I removed or dug up from an herb gorilla cart, and I put them in pots so I can bring them over here to the new location. And let's see what else I'm going to share with you. I'm going to talk a little bit about the bay leaf tree and show you how I transplanted it, and I'm going to talk about it during my Monday Night Live chat. So this will be released on Tuesday morning, but you can go back and watch my previous video, which will be the live chat that I'm getting ready to do right now, live. Did I say that? Did I say it was live? Yeah, I do it every Monday Night Live and I answer your questions. Let's see. And I'll share a couple plants that I'm going to bring over here. Okay? Let's get started. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, it's Thursday afternoon. Bria just came home from school. We brought our little seedlings outside. Let's get closer so you can see them. They're doing really, really well. We don't want them to get leggy, right, Bria?
Yes.
So we're going to let them be in full sun. And we do have rain in the forecast. So I want to share with you what we're going to do when rain is in the forecast. There are no holes in these trays. We're just going to simply put this on top while the seedlings are real small. And then we'll place a brick. Let's see. Bria?
Yep.
You want to go get me one of those bricks over there in that corner? And when she comes back, we'll put them on, demonstrate to you what we're doing. So guys, when I put that brick on top of here, this brick is too heavy. I'm gonna bring some from my house. The little small pavers, it's like 1/4 of the size of this one. And that'll secure it nicely, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Brian.
You're welcome.
And Bria. Or Bria and Brian.
Wait, what?
Or Bria.
And Brian.
And Brian. Hey guys, it's Sunday afternoon, and Bria just brought over the seedlings, and we had them covered. I'm going to show you what we ended up doing. I just put this over like so and put tape on it to keep all of the rain out of it. We don't want to get root rot, and so it's not supposed to rain for a couple hours, so I'm leaving them open so they can get a little air, because we don't want them to start getting real leggy. But I took the these little labels that I had inserted, and I just put them next to what's, like, for example, these are giant pansies, so I just put them, the labels, around the peat pellets. And for example, this is curly mustard, and over here this is curly mustard. I should have known because they look the same. Yeah, everything looks good except for these two right here, where actually about 3 of them look like they were searching for some light, but they'll straighten up. Looking pretty good. I'm excited that the spinach germinated in a couple of days. This is Bloomsdale spinach, and it usually takes a longer time to germinate. And we have extras in here, and what I'm going to do in most cases, I would just snip off the weakest link, like right here, and depending on what it is, I may leave 2. Okay, but I won't be trying to separate them or doing anything like that. And just a little reminder, I told you guys that I'm going to purchase some starts because it was just too hot, even in the greenhouse, and I didn't want to start any seedlings inside of my home. So the starts I'm going to purchase will be cabbage, cauliflower, and broccoli. And I also started some broccolini upstairs in my room, along with some more seeds, some tomato seeds, and I think I did a couple more red Japanese mustard and some curly kale. Okay, so that's it for the seedlings. Okay guys, here are my bay laurel trees. Here's the smallest one. And here is the bigger one. And Bree and I moved them out of the greenhouse just now. The greenhouse has a 50% shade cloth on it. So I'm just taking off the crispy leaves. They've been through a lot. You guys know that we had, what I say, it was 66 days of triple digit temperatures. We set a record of 109 in July. You can see this one fell at one time. And it needs to have some more soil to cover up the feeder roots. So we're going to put both of these plants in this big pot because we're moving it. And even though it's a little crack right here, it still will last pretty well. There were some morning glories growing in here. I pulled the roots out. You can see them right there. And we're just going to put these two trees in the pot. Can you see it down here? Can you see?
Yep.
I'm making a good circle. And I'm going to coax this tree out. Sorry, baby. And try to keep that root ball intact. You see all those roots? I knew it was root bound. See that?
Yep.
In the circle. So we're going to just rough them up a little bit. And ironically, this is my tree. And I was growing this other one for your mom. But since I'm now over at where your mom and dad lives, I'm just going to put both of them in the same container. This is the old crack pot. Sounds rougher than what it actually is because the cracking noise. And I'm going to loosening up these roots. And I'm going to just put it right there. And then I'm going to put some new potting mix that's in that bag right over here. You want to show it? I'm pretty sure it's catalog mix. I'm going to zoom in over here, Bria, where I'm putting this potting mix. Has been outside all summer long, so it's real dry, but it's okay. I'm going to put some around here, and then I'm going to put some rainwater and water this in real good. Okay, so I'm turning it around. You see the pot being turned? And you can go up a little bit higher and show them all how pretty and big the plant is. Okay, so we got it in the big pot, and this is what the bay laurel trees look like. It's a fly by me. Sorry about that, guys. I think I am going to prune it to right here, but I'm going to do some investigating and see if I can air layer right here. Okay? And I'll let you guys know what I decide. I purchased these bay laurel tree saplings from Amazon. There were 4 of them in 4-inch pots. 2 of my lucky subscribers won one each, and then, like I said, I was growing one for myself and one for my daughter, and they grew tremendously during the last year. There are 3 pots of ginger we took out of the greenhouse. They're all around the same size. One's a little bit bigger. I'm gonna move them to the new location at my daughter's house. Here is the volunteer basil, just reseeded. This is rosemary and sage from 2-year-old. We're gonna dig them up. The soil in this wheelbarrow is very rich. Let me have the pot. Pot is about 30 years old. I painted it several times. I'm gonna dig up some of this soil. Bria is gonna videotape. And then I'm gonna put that sage in here. And then we'll find another pot. And I'm going through the soil, making sure there aren't any cutworms. Hope we get some earthworms. But as you can see, the soil is very rich. And you can come right over there, baby. Right there. And I'm gonna go in here real deeply and pull up this sage. And just put it in that pot. what you talking about. Excellent. You got it? So now we got all that root ball up in one spot. Looks like a little onion, it sure was. See that?
Yep.
We'll put that in there. And we'll put a little bit more soil. And we don't have to water it because I already watered it, right?
Yep.
And we'll move this one. Not today, but very soon. Okay, so we're gonna go in here and do the same thing for the rosemary. Let's see, what is this? Oh, another onion bulb. Let's put it right over here. You getting it?
Yep.
And we'll get a little at a time. Making sure nothing bad is in there. And the roots of the rosemary plant are not as deep as the sage. So I'm putting a little shallow hole right here. I'm gonna go down real deeply. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what that is? Those are wood chips that I put in there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go about right here and loosen this up a little bit. And I think I can get it. Yep, I can pick it up now. And we're gonna just drop that whole root ball right in there. This wasn't where it was, but close enough. You getting that?
Yep.
Okay. This will pop. And we're gonna fill it up with soil, and we're gonna put this little basil that reseeded in there. So I'm putting some of the soil in here because it's rich, good soil. And let's get some over here. See anything? I wasn't really looking, but I do see some wood chips down in here. Uh-oh, I'm sorry, baby.
It's okay.
Then I'm gonna come in here, and this little seedling is delicate because it's not that old. So it's not gonna have a long root. So I can just scoop it out. See it?
Yep.
Put it down in there and I'll push it down. And then I'm going to shovel some more soil around it. There's another one right there. See if I can keep it intact. See that little green plant?
Yep.
That's a basil seedling. That is sage. And we have more seeds at your house.
Yep.
And we can sprinkle a few seeds around here. Okay, hey everybody, Bree and I here over at my house on Saturday morning. We're harvesting elderberries. As you can see, a lot of them dried up because of the brutal weather we had. But we're gonna harvest what we can so we can make some elderberry syrup because it's very good for colds and congestion and just an overall tonic. I have a video on it. I'll post the link in the description box. We got a lot more to harvest. We'll come back and show you the rest of it. As you can see that this bush dried almost completely out, but it's still green. It'll come back. What's the matter, baby? I can't hear you. A bee is not going to bother you, baby. It's not going to bother you. I got you, okay? All right, so as I was saying, I'll probably delete this, guys. Those were completely dried out. We're not gonna harvest any of them, but we still have a lot up here. And all I have to do is just bring the branches down, just pull them down like so, and cut off what I want. And these larger branches, let me get over here in the Mexican petunias, grab a branch, pull it down, and then just cut it off. Okay, I want you to show this huge one right here. See it? It's huge. This bag, look, you're gonna cut these stems off right here. See? Cut this whole big stem off. And then we're gonna steam extract the juice. No, Brian, here's scissors. You don't try to do it with your bare hands. You're not Superman. Good job. Put them in this bag. Okay. And then I'm just going to shake these. A lot of these came off already. And we'll just put all of these in the bag. Here, you can cut this one right. This is a nice, good. Thank you. Cut this one right here, babe. All I want is the good berries in here. Okay? Cut them in the bowl, Brian. Okay? Good. That's still good berries. And you know, don't eat these raw. They're poisonous when raw. Okay?
You want these?
Yes, sir. Tell you what, why don't you film and let me cut? Because you're making me nervous with these scissors. Okay? You see, those are some good berries. I'm going to put them over here. Brian, you can pick these up and put them in there. Okay. This right here, baby. You can pick those up, Brian. Thank you. Okay. Brian. Got it, Brian? Look. Look at that. Show them the berries, Brian. Elderberries. Okay, Brian. You want to get these? I like to move fast. I don't need any hard. I don't like to, I don't like to work real slow. Okay? You'll be here all day. Okay, these are all pretty good. Red, get all these down in this bowl here. These are pretty good. So, Brian, you can take all of these and put them in the bag, okay? And we're gonna wash these tomorrow, and then I'll show you how to extract the juice. Now, here's a picture of the berries last year, and we harvested them a month earlier. But due to the weather this year, they didn't ripen as fast. It was just so hot, and the berries weren't real juicy as they were last year. But we're thankful. And I'm going to put a link to the video where I share how I made the elderberry syrup 4 different ways, and it's very easy. And I show you how I extracted the juice. I even tell you where I got the bottles that you see in these pictures, how long the juice will last according to the different procedures that I used. There where Bria is, you want to point to it, Bria? That is a mimosa tree. I started from seeds. I gave one to, I think it's called Oldham's Family Homestead, and I kept one even before I knew I was going to move. And then right over there was a gift of a cherimoya sapling. So yeah, those will be 2 of the small trees that I'll be bringing, that I brought over here. Okay, guys, so this concludes the video. And I want you to know that I really appreciate all of you all being patient with me as I go through this transition of moving my food forest garden portion of it to the new location, which is my daughter and son-in-law's house, Ryan and Bria's mom. And like I promised you, I'm going to be bringing you more pearls from Lady Cheryl, and I'm going to share with you my room here and how it's been so beneficial for me even getting healthier by taking a lot of housework and things like that off of me. Okay, I'll see you next Monday night, and if not, in another video real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Bria and I are getting this order ready so that we can ship it. And we always take pride in our orders. Right, Bria?
Yes.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
That's 8. Great. Let's give it applause. Great job, Bria.